Hey dudes, are you still in there? B Junior back at it again. Poster update number 2 for the movie posters Redux or Redux redo videos that I'm doing here. Just quickie on the fly, showing some new poster swag that I got in. Dudes, as I said before in the prior video, through a contact of a contact and a few emails later, I actually got to sit down this vacation at Atlantic Beach with the writer, producer, and director of The Mutilator. I know it's a little hard to believe, but it actually did happen. I still can't believe that it happened. Look for the details of our little mini meeting that we had. I'm going to put those in a podcast coming up soon in the near future. But for today, since Buddy was so nice, he hooked me up with some cool Mutilator one-sheet poster goodness that I wanted to show you guys. One of my favorite little kind of unsung hero or not, I don't want to say unknown, but it's just one of those that doesn't get a whole lot of notoriety that it should. It is, of course, Mutilator one-sheet poster. Check this out, guys. What I have here is an original one-sheet rolled mint condition copy, or mint condition one-sheet original of The Mutilator from 1985. And there you can see it. Written, produced, and directed by Buddy Cooper himself. This came from Buddy Cooper's supply that he had left over from the production of the ad campaign from the movie. By sword, by pick, by axe, bye-bye. This is a very, very rare poster, guys. There's not a whole lot of them out there. There's one thing I learned from Buddy Cooper in our little meeting that we had was basically that there were two variations of this poster. There was an unrated poster, which you're looking at now, and there was an R-rated poster because they released it both ways, basically. They intended for an unrated release, but from what he had explained to me, it was like back then, if you released it unrated, they treated it like an X-rated movie, even though it wasn't. Basically, they couldn't advertise for it as good and stuff like that. But for the main differences was he was showing me that the differences between the unrated one-sheet poster and the R-rated one, not only is there, the R down there, of course, and on the unrated one, it's got the due to the violent nature of certain scenes and all that down here. The character right there in the middle has blood coming out of his mouth, and also they've all been hung on hooks into the wall there. And I've got a folded one sheet from Buddy as well. It's the R-rated version. I'll show you in just a little bit. But isn't that cool, guys? Check that out. That is some great poster art from back in the day, and you can't find these just everywhere. Every once in a while you'll see a Mutilator poster pop up on eBay or something like that, but they're a little far and few between. And this is just kind of one of those little movies that I just, for whatever reason, just want to collect stuff from. I've got an old VHS of it so far. I've got a t-shirt, and now I've got the original one-sheet poster. And check it out, he even personalized it for me. There it is, Buddy Cooper. He signed it real big too. Right on the chick's legs, he said. But anyway, I'll tell you more details about our meeting and stuff. I didn't get to meet with the fella that long because Buddy was a real nice guy about it. He let me come in and talk to him for a little bit. But he had been sick and he wasn't feeling too well, so I didn't want to take up too much of his time or film it or anything like that. But you will get the information from the meeting in a later podcast. But for today, it's just all about posters. Check that out, dudes. Yeah, I went straight out to my local store and grabbed a frame for it right away. Framed up pretty good, too. I hope there's not too much of a glare from the light and everything, but I don't know. If you thought that was rare, though, guys, here's something that's going to throw you for a loop. Before we get to that, though, I do have out here for somewhat of a display. Here is my folded one sheet, which Buddy signed as well. There again, like I said, it's folded, but this is the R-rated version. I wanted to show you the difference. It's got the R-rated restriction there. And he said since this was kind of a regional release, they had to have an R-rated variant to it. You can see where the blood's not on the guy's chin, and then the people aren't hanging on hooks. But they're both really, really rare. I mean, whether you have the R-rated or the unrated version of it. But anyway, it's all the same tagline and everything up at the top. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that too, just to give you a little idea of how different they are. But if you thought those were rare, let me show you. Let me take you a little step further. Let me tell you a little story here while we're talking posters. See, back in the day when Buddy Cooper shot The Mutilator, it was actually shot under the title Fall Break. That was its original title, and even the title song that plays over the opening credits is called Fall Break. Now, you know, from what I understood from my meeting with Buddy Cooper, basically he had this whole ad campaign. He had one sheet posters printed up. He had lobby cards, all that stuff done. And what he told me in our little meeting, real briefly, was that whenever he got to New York, he had a distributor up in New York. He said the New York guys. He said, and I quote this other guy. He said that the guy took a look at his ad campaign for Fall Break, and I quote. This was his language. He said, "Buddy," talking to Buddy, of course. He said, "Buddy, it's pure shit. We can't use it." So basically, they went back to the drawing board, and kind of thankfully in a way, they retitled it The Mutilator, redid the poster art, and they went ahead, and the rest is history, basically, because I think the title The Mutilator and the other poster art really helped sell the movie better a little bit. But did you know that there were one-sheet posters for Fall Break? That's right, guys. I have in my possession if you thought the Mutilator poster was rare, check this out. I'm going to do you one better. What I have back here in the frame right next to the Mutilator is an original one-sheet Fall Break poster. This is, let me take my little corn. That's right. That's an inside joke between me and my wife. I got to take that off of there. Sorry about that. Anyways, what I have for your viewing pleasure is a original one sheet. These were unreleased one sheets from Buddy Cooper's private stash. He was so good to give me one of these as well. It's got the same credits down at the bottom, and I believe it's an unrated. There again, it was a release unrated tag thing there. But this is mint condition, rolled copy, or rolled original, I should say. And basically, guys, I am very, very proud to have this one in my collection. I'm not trying to brag too much, but guys, you will not. If you thought the Mutilator poster was rare, this one, I guarantee you, there's some out there. I've seen some YouTube videos with some guys having these, but the Fall Break poster, the original artwork, that was never sent. These were never sent out to the theaters. However, they were printed up back in '84 or '85 whenever it was getting ready to come out. Like I said before, the distributor took a look at it and said, "These are pure crap, buddy. We can't use these." And they redid it as the Mutilator with this cover art right here. But there again, take a look at it. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like this one just about as good, but it's just one of those little pieces of history, I think. I love the tagline on this one too: "A vacation that became a nightmare." And there's the killer from the movie, and some kind of cartoon lovers there, and a chick in a little scantily clad dress there. Hey, there again, personalized this one for me and signed it, Buddy Cooper. There's the Atlantic Beach shoreline right there with the pier and the condos and everything. I don't know, it's just kind of nostalgic, but kind of just wild and rare at the same time, because you're not going to see this poster hardly at all, because it wasn't ever. It's a real one sheet, but it's just like the one sheet that never got released. It's just funny. It's weird. Kind of like a time capsule in a way. But anyway, just kind of let me back up a little bit. I'll get both of them in the frame here. Yeah, I ran right out. I said, man, I got to get some frames right away. Stat, code blue. Got to get them in there. Anyway, I'm really proud of these, because this not only reminds me of my vacation, but my time with Buddy Cooper. And also, I don't know, I think these are just a couple of posters I'll probably cherish for a long time. Kind of oddball to most people, but I don't know, just kind of good and nostalgic for me. I'm really proud of them. I really enjoy these. Anyway, Fall Break, the Mutilator poster. Oh yeah, there's a Friday the 13th remake poster. It already had pinholes in it. It's a video store poster, Blu-ray and DVD. Got that for $1. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that one in there too, because he was there. You always gotta have Jason watching your back when you're watching movies. Anyway, dudes, I'm gonna get out of here. Here's your one more look. Fall Break, Mutilator. Rock on.